Hey everyone, just wanted to talk to you guys about the Rip versus Ryan thing and how it all started because I've been getting a few questions from people, how did that begin? Why did it go down like that? And what I've noticed with all of the clips that show that final exchange that me and Rip had on the desk where everyone goes crazy is none of them actually show how it began. None of them show the beginning. None of them show, the energy on the desk, how much fun we were having together, how people don't know. People still don't know. You've had the exchange on the desk where everyone went crazy. You've had the match. And even after all this time, people still don't know how it all began. So I'm just here to clear up once and for all exactly how this began. And so you guys know, because I kind of feel that it's not fair on me to have people say, like, oh, Ryan did this, Ryan did that. No, you guys deserve to know the truth. Rip made a video talking about the whole thing with me and him at the World Tour Finals, but he doesn't tell the whole story. So maybe we should start with his video and I can explain a few things that he missed out.
Oh my God, look at this. Ryan stirring the pot 6 days ago. I voted yes, by the way.
Some momentum as well. I mean, imagine.
I just want to say before let's get started, this is what happened, right? Like the day starts, everything is cool, right? We're all learning how to do four-man commentary together. That's where my mind was at.
It's the Tekken World Tour Finals live here from Theater Amsterdam. I'm Rip, joined by Markman, Ryan Hart, and of course down at the end we got Eris joining us here. It's going to be crazy. It's time for the last chance qualifier.
Going all the way after winning an LCQ like this. What a storyline that would be.
Actually, that's true.
What a storyline would it be if you lost first round?
Well, like Rip does normally.
Where did that come from? Rip? Like Rip does normally?
So apparently she trains against, or she plays against Fighting GM online, and she knows the matchup because of that. So this might be Fighting GM's claim to fame then.
He's going to make top 8 in the winners in the LTQ by not being here. The weather was bad, I swear.
All right, here, he dropped it. Here we go. Cuddlecore going back the other way.
Nice 2 big
Looking really, really good. One more hit could do it.
That was perfect. Basic, but she didn't pull the trigger.
Right
Cuddlecore looking to take it 2 rounds up over Pecos.
what a dominating statement she makes here. 3 rounds to 0 in the first game.
Hugs for everyone. Jeez.
Dominance.
Oh, she's looking serious. Oh, she just evolved, man. She just did the hand. She just did the hand blows.
The homebrew hand warmers here.
That's how you know. That's the next level of Cuddlecore right there, man. She's used to playing in cold arenas, man. That's the level up, man.
She's getting there. She's evolving into her final form.
There's pictures of Rip doing that with the hand blow. I'm like, man.
You know what's even crazier? She's using my pad right now.
What?
That's your claim to fame.
Hey, don't act like I haven't beaten you at EVO before, Ryan Hart. Don't act like I didn't beat you at EVO.
So that was the very first instance of me having interaction with Rip on the desk. Okay, that was the very first thing. All I said to him was, "Your claim to fame is Cuddlecore using your pad." Very harmless, very innocent. There's no truth to it, not even an iota of truth. You can laugh it off and continue on the desk. He comes back at me with, "I beat you at Evo." So I went with something that was clearly not factual, clearly stupid, grade school level banter, like nonsense level banter. I could have said something real, but I didn't want to. I wanted to keep it amicable. So I said something that was deliberately stupid that we could all laugh at. And you heard, Markman laughed, Tasty Steve laughed, Rip was even smiling as well. But then Rip comes back with something really hard. "I beat you at EVO." He eliminated me at EVO in 2006. And I think that's quite a hard return. For me saying something really stupid on purpose, he came back quite hard. So anyway, after that, we continue backwards and forwards about EVOs for a little while, and then we continue commentating because the commentary is the main focus. Now, while we continued commentating, we noticed that Markman and Tasty Steve were having a nice little giggle. They loved it. They really wanted us to do more. They really wanted us to continue, and I was up for it. Rip was up for it. We're all having a nice little giggle. It was fun on the desk. We're all having a great time. He had his little Evo dig at me because he beat me at Evo 2006, and it was still good. It was still, just all bants, fun, a good time. So, we kind of both hinted that we would do a bit more later. I'll show you that clip.
Pecos, here we go, game 2. He needs to step it up here. Repuken on deck, but then sidestepped.
Oh man, I love you guys.
Great.
I love you guys.
Downward one forward block. Nice throw escape there from Pecos.
He's starting here.
I need somebody to do an interview with Pecos. I want to hear what
I
he
need
says.
someone to do an interview with you guys going back and forth fighting about EVO again.
We're going to get to that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Back 3-2. Nice launch there. And that's going to take us to the...
Oh man. So there was a clear understanding that me and Rip will at some point get back to this, conversation about EVO titles. That was already clarified by that last video. You heard me say we'll get back. You heard Rip acknowledge that I said that. You heard Markman and Tasty Steve laughing and saying they wanted us to get back to that. And the instance you see next, where I say about Rip losing first round, was me starting that. That's all it was. And remember, folks, it's very important if you look at what I decide to use when I say an insult to him. I always pick things that are not true, and I always pick things that are completely harmless, like your claim to fame being cuddlecore using your pad, and you lose first round every tournament. Like, I deliberately pick things that are not true at all, that everyone knows is not true, because that way you can have this kind of, harmless fun. If you start saying factual stuff and serious stuff, then it gets a bit nasty and it gets a bit personal. So I kept it childish on purpose so that we could play around with it, but I don't think he understood that at all.
Rip loses first round in tournaments normally? Like, where? What?
Two Evos, bro.
The one with the home button?
Oh,
So there's a bit, where Rip says, are you the guy that won EVO because of a home button? But again, he leaves out really important facts. Like the fact that in that situation where the home button was pressed, I'm the one who actually said, I want to play the match again. There was no rematch. They were just going to give me the title. I said, no, I want to play this match again. And I'm going to run that clip for you from 2008. Check it out now.
So after the review, alright, the official ruling is that the player on the right equipment caused a pause in the middle of a round. If that happens, then he forfeits the round. Alright, since the score is 2-2, Ryan wins the third round. Alright, wait. Unless the players can come to an agreement and Ryan says he wants to play again.
Wait, did you not know my record? I'm serious. 2009 first, 2010 second, 2011 third.
So when I look at the way he talks about the situation in his video, there's a lot of misleading comments. He talks about it like, oh, the day had just started. It hadn't just started. We were hours into the day. I mean, literally, we'd done different shifts. Anakin had been on the desk. Michael Murray had been on the desk. I'd switched out a couple of times with Aris, Tasty Steve, Spag. Like, we'd done so many rotations already. You see, the starting of it isn't even the lineup that it is when we have the beef later on. So that's many, many rotations later, hours and hours into the day where that happened. But in his video, he makes out as if we all arrived, got our coats off, got water ready, sat down, and then within the first 5 minutes, I had said that thing. But it wasn't like that. It creates a different story to what's true. Just minutes before, like 20 minutes ago, he says, we have that thing during the Pecos Cuddlecore match, and then he says, we're going to get to it later. He kind of agrees with me that we're going to do a bit more fun banter later. But then in his personal video, he says, "Oh, I don't know where this came from."
Where did that come from? Rip? Like Rip does normally?
I mean, there's definitely some misleading comments in this video, and I don't like the way that he made that look.
What year are you talking about? What
I
century?
know what I'm talking about.
Is this the 90s?
I've won tournaments I've won more tournaments than you'll ever enter.
Oh my God! I mean, you might have. I mean, that's because you went off to the tourney world.
I've forgotten more about games than you'll ever know.
Damn, you know, I think you got a point. I think you've got a point. Where did